to me, my people. Listen to me. Let me tell you the story about a greedy hunter. Hey! He passed the oil royal line to the people. Yeah. The people told you are wicked, we never believe it. Now you are proving yourself. Give the people chance, greedy hunter. Right now. If you're okay, in the middle of the night, I had a dream. Then I saw Boncante crying. Go and tell my people, I'm crying. Because the leader fighting each other. I'm crying so much. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. Then I call my beautiful wife. I said, come for Colette. I had a dream, baby. I saw Bongante crying, say, the leader fighting each other. Then I call my little son. I said, Jenny, don't suck it. Do not be like the greedy hunter or a riot. Don't be like a good boy. Greedy hunter, KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Bone tire with you greedy hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Everyone tire with you hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Keep Pharaoh and you greedy hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Showing that they got money, they are all wicked people. Wicked people, be careful. Now listen to the story. Listen to the story. Hey, well. Get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans. He passed the oil royal boasting everywhere, He's a political sucker. Don't mind him. He's a political sucker. We know you're lying on a riot to the people. Oh, yeah. This year, May 2011, they all left from Bon County. Yeah. They went to the parliament to represent Bon County. When they came back on the 17th, many of them fall. Yeah, my people. Those that survived, when they went back in the house, he told his friend, he said, can you please help me to become the normal assessment of Liberia so that I can bring development? Then I stood by him, he got a job. He was showing one of his friends, oh, a riot. This is my friend. He's a very nice man. He's a wealthy man. Let us give me the chain for the sec. Go and tell my people, I'm crying. Because the leader fighting each other. I'm crying so much. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. Then I call my beautiful wife. I said, come for Colette. I had a dream, baby. I saw Bongante crying, say, the leader fighting each other. Then I call my little son. I said, Jenny, don't suck it. Do not be like the greedy hunter or a riot. Don't be like a good boy. Greedy hunter, KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Bone tire with you greedy hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Everyone tire with you hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Keep Pharaoh and you greedy hunter. KOJ, we don't want you greedy hunter. Now passing a royal showing that they got money. They are all wicked people. Wicked people. Be careful. Now listen to the story. Listen to the story. Hey, well. Get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans, get our jeans. He passed the oil royal boasting everywhere. He's a political sucker. Don't mind him. He's a political It's a political circle. We know you're lying on a riot to the people. This young man 2011, they all left from Bon County. Yeah. They went to the parliament to represent Bon County. When they came back on the 17th, many of them fall. Yeah. Those that survived, when they went by in the house, he told his friend, he said, can you please help me to become the normal salesman of Liberia? So that I can bring development. Then I stood by him, but he got a job. He was showing one of his friends on a riot.
Right now, Jefferson Kochi, Thomas Fala, Jose, they put their team together. They got men hunting, Stephen Cassidy Moloba to kill him. Because that boy is a bomb assassin. Every damn killing he did for the president, they're ready to expose it. And let me just tell you something. The opposition got all your clip. All the place you got your weapon hiding, we know it already. But because we don't want the people to rise against you, that's why we tell hold it. That's why the leader said no, don't put it out there. Because it left with I ain't give a fuck. I'm going to expose you, Joshua. Every day we sign in Ghana in a hotel with Winston Tottenham, I got all copies of the document. So I told you, I was in the CDC as acting CRO for the Women League. That means I was a spokesperson for the women. So every damn fucking shit you did, I got copy of those documents. Whoa! Okay? And you know I don't talk. When I talk my things, I don't talk. I talk it, I mean it. That's why I call the press attention to listen to what I want to say. Jefferson Kochi is a stone cold killer. Jefferson Kochi was a son with my cousin Chucky Taylor. Jefferson Kochi was the one who murdered the mulatto girl that born in the cap for Taylor, for Chucky. So he knowing to be a notorious killer. He's not just a killer alone, but he's a murderer. And unfortunately, Patrick Sulu sitting down and saying director of police. You think he protect that? Patrick Sulu, you think he protect that? I'm sorry to let you know, you're on a town bomb. You are working on a town bomb because they intend to assassinate you. That's why the other day I said it clear. You need one year to not go out in the night without escort. And I told one or two the things I said they will attack you if you don't believe it. And you want to see this here, they attack him. I gave you the open measure to the director of police. If you know what's good for you, as a director of police, who went through the academy, who went through green. Because when I use the word brain, you will know I've been there. Who went to brain? Who have what it takes to be a police officer, to be an inspector general of police? Do the Liberian people job. And don't follow Joshua. The credibility is at stake. People respect you as Patrick. When you are 119, a lot of people respect you. A lot of people are hail you. But you know why? Under Joshua government, you are losing popularity. You are losing respect. Because why? Crime rate is on the increase. Can never do nothing about it. I'm an African. I don't give a fuck who kill me. I'm gonna die someday, but nobody's gonna kill me before my time. And that's the reason why I always tell people I'm not afraid of talking. You can't come to my heart. You come to my heart, you must be male. I mean, enter Batala. When you went Batala with me, then me and you can go the same base together. Then you know how to kill me. How long you can kill me? You can kill Koluba. You can never kill me. So I just send in a message to the director of police. Watch your back. You said it was judged by you, Danny, you whining. You're not Danny and whining. You're on a town bomb. You already get your replacement. You got your replacement. They just want an opportunity.
You have been accused. You have been accused by the CDC collaborating political parties that you threw stones at them.
Excuse me, do you know who you're talking to? I am not a physician.
I know you are not a CDC.
No, you don't know me. No, hold on.
You are the founding member of CDC.
Hold on. Maybe point of correction.
Okay.
I am the chairperson for the Women of Justice, West Africa, and the world.
And you are the founding member of CDC.
Hold on. Okay, if you want to know information, am I here as a physician? No. Am I part of CDC? No.
But you are the founding member.
So what?
So you are a member of the CDC.
Then you damn well wrong.
Then you decline.
You damn well wrong.
Your
no, you damn well wrong. Then you're not been reading the newspaper. You're not been following the international news. I am the chairperson for the Women of Justice, and I'm an auxiliary here in the Alternative National Congress.
So what can you say?
No, you shut up and let me talk to you.
What can you say about the stone throwing?
Shut up. Let me tell you if you want to know what happened. Okay. If you keep late and you didn't get the information, then you ask the right person who will give you the information.
start off by introducing yourself and then your relationship to the late Melvin.
My name is Ruth Park Pittman Pakai, and I'm his aunt.
And you are?
Grace Pittman, from his aunt.
Lincoln Scopa, first cousin.
So, man, tell us, you guys will have to start off telling us why you here today.
Okay, we are here to speak out on the murder of our son. For us, our family, it was murder. We have reached the conclusion that our son was murdered. We're not accepting any suicide. Our son was murdered. And we are only here so that government can be able to tell us why he was murdered and who murdered him.
Who was Melvin prior to his death?
Melvin was a gentle giant. Melvin was very lovable, kind, funny, gentle. Melvin was everybody's friend. That's who Melvin was. A gentle giant.
What was your last interaction with Melvin prior to his death?
The last interaction with Melvin was on the phone. Before Melvin left to go up on the tour with the president, he called, and that was a tradition he had. He called his grandmother and asked for prayer. He did that all the time. And that was the last time he called and he was going on the tour with the president and we should pray for him. That was the last time. That was the last time.
You earlier spoke about raising Melvin, helping to raise Melvin. What sort of child did you know him from his childhood to be?
Melvin lost his mother when he was under 3 years old. So we raised Melvin, his mother's family, we raised him. His mother was the sister between the two of us. She was next to me. And Melvin, we raised him in our family in a Christian home. This is the first cousin right here. All of these kids were raised together. Melvin had never had any problem. He was raised as a normal child. Loving and caring. That's who Melvin was. And when he became a young man, he went into the world with the same attitude. Today, you will see people talk about Melvin all over. They will give you that character of Melvin. That's why when people come to us and tell us that our son killed himself, this family, no matter where you take us, this family is not going to accept that our son, he's not even capable of killing a fly. He's going to kill himself? No. If our son wanted to kill himself, he was a trained officer. He would have taken a single bullet. He would not torture himself by shooting all over his body. Who would want to torture themselves? And the circumstances surrounding this death is what really have the family to say, our son did not kill himself. And we want to know who killed him and why. That's why.
And what have you been told by the government?
They say he committed suicide. The family said, no. Capital N-O, no. He did not commit any suicide. The people took Melvin's life. And we won't answer for that. He will not serve his country for 15 years on a decent record. Then you kill him and want to bury him for that record to go into history. No wonder. We want our son's name to be clear. He never killed himself. We want justice for Melvin. They must clear Melvin's name. Then the government got the nerve to come to us after they killed our son. It took 2 weeks. Nobody came to us to even say, "Oh, you're sorry." Nobody came to us to say anything to us, to even officially explain to us how our son died. That has not happened from government yet. But 2 weeks after his death, they come to us to ask about his burial. 3 weeks after his death, they come to say they can only embalm him.
Have you seen the body of Melvin?
I've seen the body. I've seen the body of Melvin. And the body I saw, he had dressing on this side of his head, he had dressing here, and he had a dressing here. When I looked on his abdomen, I saw a hole through his shirt. I saw a hole there. When I was trying to go lower to the legs, we were not allowed to go that far. And we left the funeral home. So those things are assault on my son. I'm sorry. I need a different answer than the suicide. We're not going to settle. This family will not settle for any kind of suicide. They must clean up the record that he did for this government. He lived his life. This is a man who put his life on the line when you are working with the president? Do you know that a bullet comes that the bodyguards can take bullet for the president? Now this is the man who is laying down his life for his country. Then he stayed all night working. He was now a madman. He worked all night guarding his president. He was now a madman. But suddenly in the morning, he gets mad, he takes a gun, and he kills himself. Does that make any sense to anybody? It does not make sense to us. So we're not buying that.
Have you been able to talk to any of Melvin close friends, confidant?
All of Melvin's friends that we know, even the ones that were dancing at his wedding just in October, they danced there in the ring. Not a single one has called to say sorry, nor has anybody come to us, including government that said, nobody has been to us. Nobody has been to us to sympathize with us. It was only, I think, like last 2 weeks after his death that they sent the low-class EPS people to come find out about his burial. After they posted on the Executive Mansion website that they were investigating, they have not come back to us to tell us the result of the investigation, but they have come back to tell us, hey, Kilo can't find out how you're going to bury him. The body has not even been turned over to us. Government still has his body. Tomorrow we'll make it 3 weeks. Government still has that body.
I mean, some people are concerned about why have you been so quiet for a while since the incident. The family now. Yeah. Why has the family been so quiet?
You see, that's exactly what the family is. A quiet family. But the reason why we have been sitting back from the day of Melvin's death news when it hit us, his wife has been in hiding. His wife has been terrified and has been in hiding. So if we are going to protect our daughter, we can't come to the public, hoping that it was just going to be few days thing. But now, 3 weeks tomorrow. And
why is she in hiding? Why?
The reason she's in hiding, I can't speak to that. It is maybe we'll say, well, security issue or something like that. Yeah, so
who's after her?
Still a security issue. Yeah, still a security issue. Yeah.
Have you been able to talk to his immediate boss, the late Melvin immediate boss?
The EPA boss.
Yeah.
He does not even want to know whether we exist. He does not even want to know if Melvin is dead. This EPA boss has never contacted us to come and sympathize with us. He has never been there.
Has the president
called? He has
called?
never been. The president is the same as the EPS. They all work on the same role. They are all operating on the same direction. Nobody has called. President has not called. EPS has not called. They have not been there. They have not even sent a half-hour delegation to come and sympathize with us. That has not even happened yet.
Who's the most senior officer that has visited you as family?
We don't have any yet. I'm not sure, because what happened was the people who they sent from the EPS ready. When I tell you the way we train there, since this is live, it means something, but the people who came to us from EPS, they don't have no answers for us. And I don't think they really have a higher position in EPS. There are some low-class people. Like everybody is afraid to come. So they like you collect the janitor. No, we're not going there. You pack the janitor and the sweepers, then you say you'll go there. They prosecute you for us. That's how you see it. Because they see Bushy as a chicken. They don't see him as an officer who served his country for 15 years. They don't see him as that. Because if they were seeing him in that life, they would treat the family better than that. Yeah.
While serving under the previous government, I mean, what was the mental state of your son?
Our son has always been sound, normal person. Not a day that we have had anything whatsoever, any message, any regarding our son. He's just been a normal human being. As he grew up a normal kid, he was still a normal person until they took his life.
Did he have a child?
He had 3 children, but with his wife, he had one son who was only 4 years old. And these people come to us and tell us, say, 3 weeks after they have killed our son, and they come to us and tell us, say, oh, we will just embalm him. We just embalm him. We want to know how our son was killed and why. And we're ready for it now.
And how are you going to go about that?
Any way we have to go and take placards and go out there, we'll go out there. We go to civil society, we're going to civil society. Anywhere that we can find help to clear our son's name, that's what we're going to do now. You know, understand that a woman gave birth to him after carrying him 9 months and he was not a chicken.
So, I mean, others who have called for specific kind of investigation to show proof of death. I mean, even though we've been told he was shot, or he shot himself rather. I mean, do you want further, like some would say, autopsy done on the body, or do you want to?
From where we are now, like earlier on, we were not looking to autopsy. He was shot. If they had told us earlier on that they shot our son, we were going to be done. But since they say he killed himself, this opened the door for anything. As the family go on, I can't make decision for the entire family, and his wife is still out there. So they will have to come here and decide what they really want to do.
So, ma'am, I mean, I know you have your experience with the late, personal experience with Melvin prior to his death.
Yes.
And what was that?
Melvin was a lovely person. He loved everybody and cared for everybody. There was not a day, if you go out there and ask friends, that maybe made anyone to feel bad. My last interaction with Melvin, I went to his house, so 3 weeks before he died. And he was cooking rice. And when I said Bushy,
Costa, Built-Up versus Henry Costa. It is not Built-Up versus Henry Costa. It is those Liberian people that Henry Costa being falsely accusing as murderers, as thieves, and he goes with impunity. And he feels free anytime to say anything to anybody, and then nothing happened to him. I'm doing this for the Liberian people to know that nobody can sit in the comfort zone of the United States of America and endanger the lives of other people.
Okay.
I'm doing this for my daughter, Margaret, or Mawen. So that Mawen will not call me and say, Daddy, did you kill Uncle Emmanuel? Why did you do that? And I'll ask Mawen, what's your choice? She said, I heard one Henry Costa saying, you killed Uncle Emmanuel. And I would tell my daughter, they fought a decade of war in Liberia. I did not join any warring faction. Nobody has seen me with gun before in my life.
You said you appointed family members for specialized skill sets. Your son, Robert Sirleaf, was appointed chairman of Liberia's national oil company. That company went bankrupt and 30 to 40 million US dollars disappeared. What special skill set did he bring to national oil company?
No. First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie. You go look at the records. There is nothing about that company going bankrupt.
So there were no problems at all at National Oil Company?
The National Oil Company ran into because the two companies that were trying to exploit for oil, ExxonMobil and Chevron, could not find oil. They pulled out, and that meant that this company could not continue. It's as simple as that. And the record is clear on
How about the Liberia Central Bank? You appointed your son Charles Sirleaf as deputy governor there. You suspended him. You suspended him for failing to declare his assets. And 2 months ago, he was ordered to be held in jail while awaiting trial for having unlawfully printed local currency worth tens of millions of US dollars. Did you know he was doing that?
Well, I didn't know you wanted to have an interview just to come out with outrageous statements. I mean, if that was so,
I'm confused. Was he not?
Should never, no. I thought you.
Hold on, has he not been held in jail? Is that wrong? Has he not been held in jail?
True. That is not true. That is not true. He was unjustifiably illegally charged. But anyway,
so he was charged. I mean, that's your opinion. You're his mother. Obviously, you're not going to agree.
Let me welcome all of you guys to the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Here we discuss the truth. We don't intend to know it all. We are students. We are not teachers. Let me welcome all of you guys to the broadcast. I'm your lead host, Unze Ibrahim K. Kamara II, broadcasting to you live from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia to be specific. But tonight, we're going to be looking at key issues. We're going to be talking about key issues, both in the opposition and in the ruling establishments. The information that I have gathered, that information is authentic, that information is a fact. That the ANC, the small CDC, because ANC came from the CDC. Let me repeat that. Because the ANC came from the CDC. So they are small CDC. They are planning. They have been having consultations. The CDC, small CDC, they have been having consultations with LP, Liberty Party. Strong consultations. Folks, if you don't believe me, believe it right now. That the ANC want from the Liberty Party candidate to support them. So in short, they want for Liberty Party to go as VP to Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. And when that happens, that means the collaboration failed. Now, if you put two other numbers together, 2017, two other numbers cannot reach to UP number. That is a fact. Now, coming to the issue that happened in Nima, as I've been told that the president intervened. But here is it. We have an elections coming. We have an elections on hand. Mr. Moses Ascara Gray were denied visa, but Moses Ascara Gray said clearly that the USA was not giving visa, was not giving any visiting visa. Now, it was interesting for you to know that we're having that claim here. Secondly, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, take it to the bank and cash it. If Mr. Cummings fulfilled, if Mr. Cummings failed in going as VP to Mr. Joseph Newman Walker, let him leave his presidency with God. Let him go and ask Kennedy Sandy where he is today. Let the man go and go ask Vani Shaman where he is today. And you know, I want to divert a little bit. Yesterday something happened. Our government decided to chant battle cry for nothing. Let me bring that clip here.
I think all of my friends all over the country, throughout the government, private sector, everybody here, the party, let's give it up for the party.
Criminal Samuel Toy. Criminal Samuel Toy. Celebrate because of his 50th birthday celebration yesterday. There was no government agency. All the ministers attended that ceremony. They abandoned the Liberian people work. In working time, those criminals, they abandoned during the Liberian people work. They went to go celebrate with that criminal. Take a listen.
I think all of my friends all over the country, throughout the government, private sector, everybody here, the party, let's give it up for the party. After here, we just go there to have some light moments, reflect, enjoy. I see they have a lot of food there, drinks, I'm told. I didn't plan it, don't ask me. And let me say big thanks to my friends. Surprising to me, friends raised money for new to me. And you know, we began distributing different orphanages. We continue to support to Broadville, but we didn't go there. And in Broadville, we'll be happy, I think, Saturday, because we have the country too. Wonderful support from all of my friends. Thanks for the surprise, guys. Thank you all. I hope it was grateful for everybody. Thank you, thank you.
At this time, we will ask any member of the VIP for a special statement to be celebrated. Honorable Makir. Put your hands together and let the VIP hear the Honorable Minister of State on the television. Welcome.
So folks, we are still here at the SKD Pradesh page here where Minister Samuel Toy is celebrating his 50th birth anniversary here.
So we've come a very long way. But today we want to say, no question me to go and see the Ambassador here. But let me tell you what I'm doing. 2.5 went to me, the Lord told me now I want to be Charles Kelly. I didn't know that gave us the money. Apparently, told me now with the gem of the pocket. I gave me $2. I went and bought my new shoe. I bought my new shoe, but I was trying to hide the shoe. Then I got Daniel came in the government now. Daniel came on to visit me in my house in Lopita. And Daniel came over for the new shoe. And then the Lord come on and met that great news. I can make it better and then you really old you in my head. But we have a very good relationship. Super and I kind of long way. We live together. We live on the old road. Come on now, my friends, Papa today, we live in 2 rooms. True. 4 of us eat. There's a small building on Texas Street. Our relationship has come a very long way. So I want to thank you for that. Remember the good class. Come on now. Probably today, all the friends I'm associated with you. I'm proud of you. All of us are proud of you. All of us are together. We think today is a very important day. So when we celebrate 50 years in the scene, all need a reason. And also celebrate along with somebody who has been an inspiration for us, which is our president. Go ahead. I know I want to be a friend. I was training to the door. And a friend was lying, and I didn't keep my friend. I'm going to try to keep my friend in something because come on, please. Yeah, 3.5. And I was still ready to go. I went to it. I was still grim. I used to want to go out of the moment. I thought when you was out of the moment, true. You gave me out of it. You want to go find it. I missed out on it. You always want to be always for a birthday and my son remember today we are celebrating the big one by another level. Somebody let me know where you need me. That's the reason why we were coming on always to respect each other. Because you never know where you need it. His Excellency, please stand on the round. Please stand out here.
The men by the people. The men are here to stand the power of the Liberian people. Me, Papa. Hey, my man. Leader. Yeah,
I did mean say you put pictures and message. And then happen I know how you feel. The 55 years ago, I was there. Happy birthday, my dog. Stay in the seats of the club. Be healthy. God bless you. Happy birthday.
God bless you. Happy birthday. Announcement. Also go to Party Bar and Restaurant for the after party. Keep free, drinks, food, will be served. As we like to celebrate, we'll be glad to celebrate you. Thank you. God bless you.
So there you have it, President. We are just officially wish Minister Samuel Doe Jr. happy birthday. Here in Tennessee, you have Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, Manu Josephine Tabi Davis, and you have Honorable Nathaniel Falomage, and all us government officials are here to grace this occasion. So we are still here live at the SKD Practice Beach here in Painesville, where Minister Samuel Doe is celebrating his 50th Goli Jubilee.
we are all start and we are all start.
It's so pity. Our country in serious mess. For one man's birthday, they took working hours. These jokers took working hours to go to celebrate that one man's birthday. They abandoned the labyrinth work to go celebrate Samuel 12th birthday. Liberia is in serious trouble.
Right to threaten any judge, any magistrate, any justice of the Supreme Court based on how they see the work. We have to work for building a country of rule of law. If you're not satisfied with a magistrate, with a judge, a justice, or even chief justice, there are legal processes to seek redress, including a removal. None of the processes includes the killing of any of the judges or even committing violence against them. That is a crime. And that is one of the reasons why the Bar Association is taking the lead to ensure that the Extraordinary Tribunal for War and Economic Crimes recommended by the TRC is established in this country. That's the only way that we will slow down and probably curtail the level of violence in this country. The level of impunity in this country is just so much, to the extent that some perpetrators even call the TRC report trash. And some are brazen enough to say there will never be a war crime tribunal in this country. Some are even calling upon their wartime allies and people who they commanded to rise up for whatever grievances they have. We cannot be Liberia this way. And that is why we are calling on all Liberians to support the establishment of the Extraordinary Tribunal for War and Economic Crimes. We spoke last week. We had nearly 2 hours of meeting with the American ambassador and subsequently with the new resident rep of the United Nations Development Program in Liberia. And we discussed a wide range of issues, including corruption, the judicial system, and governance issues, as well as providing legal aid and access to justice for the underprivileged and the poor. We were very satisfied leaving that meeting that the world is prepared to support Liberia if the people of Liberia are prepared for accountability. On behalf of the bar, we applauded the American embassy for its decisions to deny people that are considered corrupt in the 3 branches of government visas, and we appeal to the American embassy to spread its tentacles to make sure that people, even at the civil service level, who just by their lifestyle or the shows that they are getting rich, their quality of life has changed, not because they are money magicians, but because they are stealing from the people of Liberia, that they should not be given visas to go to the United States. I said to the ambassador that if the United States continues to allow people who are visibly stealing, and people know, the ordinary people, including our partners know, are stealing to keep going to the United States, then the United States will make itself a co-conspirator in our continuous impoverishment based on theft in government. I also appeal to the American ambassador, that through his office, the United States government should.
That was Councillor Tewon Gonro. But something have claimed my attention. You know, the past few days that need those crooks at the port. I mean the free port of Monrovia. Those crooks, they have set up a book of company to extract money from our brothers and sisters. Let me bring you that clip. That from the open online.
Well, folks, welcome to Baran TV. Lame Toure is a businessman and he has come to OBT shipping online.
The institution is a criminal institution. The institution can corrupt our country. The institution is a criminal institution. The institution can steal from our country. The institution has steal from Liberian people. The institution is a criminal institution. The institution now good institution. I'm telling you, Mr. Press, I'm telling you, we have our business. We need our business. We pay all our taxes to the Liberian government.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The problem is, my brother have a goose. He have a vehicles and to come out of the port. We pay everything. Fuck your mouth, pussy hole. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit.
The guys have come to demand their goods clearance.
Yeah, it's fun like this. Nobody goes outside. Nobody goes outside. Nobody goes outside.
So they are stopped, so no one is getting out, as you can see. My name is Blamboto here on the Bushel Island around.
No, we're not moving the vehicle.
I want you guys to listen. I want for you guys to listen. Because the crookedness in our country is just too much. Let me bring you that clip once more.
Well, folks, welcome to Baran TV. Lame Toure is a businessman and he has come to OBT shipping online.
The institution is a criminal institution. The institution can corrupt our country. The institution is a criminal institution. The institution can steal from our country. The institution has steal from Liberian people. The institution is a criminal institution. The institution now good institution. I'm telling you, Mr. Press, I'm telling you, we have our business. We need our business. We pay all our taxes to the Liberian government.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The problem is, my brother have a goose. He have a vehicles and to come out of the port. We pay everything. Fuck your mouth, pussy hole. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit. Fuck your shit.
The guys have come to demand their goods clearance.
Yeah, it's fun like this. Nobody goes outside. Nobody goes outside.
You experience any bad problem with the people?
How are you in terms of what are you trying to?
How you say you are also victim in what way? How will you victim?
We here for straight action and we expected you because.
I'm gonna say what I get. Once you get a mentality, fucking happy the car. Once you get a mentality, because they can't join us. I want to always do this shit to us here in the country. Because people
Our country, we are in trouble. We are in serious trouble. The guy is insulting my cause. For come, Reason because this fellow, they are mad. And at the end result, the guardian blocked the road. They said nobody going out, nobody coming. That was the reason why the head for that institution have to call the guardian to beg them. Because the guardian took the radical approach. That will bring you Moses Ascaragre.
In June, and somebody took my picture because I was on the line with the family trying to get them the support to enter into the terminal. And Costa published that into the United States of America, which was a blatant lie that I see them posting. I have not been to the U.S. Embassy for visa. Let me repeat. The first deception is that, fortunately, I'm a member of the Committee on Foreign Affairs. I was a member of the Committee on Foreign Affairs. The U.S. Embassy was not issuing visiting visa to visitors for a very long time during the COVID situation. They were dealing with special cases. Okay, for example, state-to-state interaction, you had an official visit to the U.S.
Moses Ascaragre said that the U.S. were not issuing a visiting visa. But we know that at the end of April, Abraham Dara Zilong received a visiting visa, not in his official book, but in his ordinary passport. And Mr. Blamo here, that's a stupid guy. Mr. Blamo, he have a green card. Blamo Whistle. Time for him to come to the USA, Nathaniel Follow Miguel is telling him that it will be necessary for him to say, in order for him to not be local house, other ways, it will be necessary for him to stay because they cannot deny official visa that he, the honor dog, then he comes to the USA. Keep your call coming on 215-578-1015. This weekend is going to be heated. Tomorrow we're going to pay host to Mr. Franklin Wilson to come to tell us what Achi Pompon is experiencing. The same thing that we have been talking here. He will come to give a clear analysis and will be showing you a clear pictures of Leroy Achi Pompon. His current, medical conditions. When you see the picture, you don't want to eat. Cold bone will catch you. When you see that picture, you don't want to eat. Cold bone will catch you. Also, we have it on Sunday evening, around 7 o'clock. We have him Martin K. and Collie. For him to come here to explain to us who are those guys that having fraudulent degree? Who are those guys that having fraudulent degree? Martin Collie will be taking us through that, plus many other issues. On Sunday morning, we'll be having here, we'll be being host to the manager of Friday the Supplement. Sunday morning. So it will be heated. So keep your call coming on 215-578-1050 or 215-824-8124. Whatever is on your mind. Say, quiet now or forever hold your peace? What do you think? Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. You know, people say that Mr. Cummings having money. I don't believe it. The man have money. When did the Liberian people started to hear about Mr. Cummings? When? When did Mr. Cummings started to pay key attention to our country, Liberia? When? When did Mr. Cummings give a scholarship to a Liberian to go study abroad or for you to help a Liberian? When he was at Coca-Cola, when did Mr. Cummings do that? I only know about one. One. And he did that because he and Mr. Tuckman, they're from the same country, they're from the same departments. Mr. Alexander B. Cummings helped Mr. Tuckman's daughter. That is the only person that I know that Mr. Cummings helped. And you know, time is no longer far. Time is right here. The government, they said that Josh, we are having contact. One investor, the Nibale Island. What happened today? What happened to the Nibale Island? They will turn the place to new city. They will need the place after Mama Ghani. What happened to it? What happened to it? So, not to hold you. You know, the past few days, I have been looking for news. And trust me, any mistake that the CP do, trust me, Mr. Kumi has already started dishing money to the the Liberty Party chairperson. Today, the Liberty Party is in regret mood that why they have to make Musa Hassan Bedi their party chairman. They are regretting today. They are regretting today. They are regretting today. Let me take this color right here. Let me take this color. Color, what is the name and where are you calling out from? Color, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
AB.
Yes.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh, this is Evangeline calling from the state of Iowa.
Says Evangeline, go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, says Evangeline.
Yeah, you know, it's saddening to see opposition, especially, I won't say all of them, but the Facebook opposition misbehaving, you know, among themselves. If they don't take time, they're going to give, we are another 6
Josh,
more years.
Josh, man, we will go for 6 more years. That is not if on it.
They don't have to be tearing each other down. George, we have brought a cake or plain cake. Nobody talk about it. This man brought both everybody and talking about it, putting that, you know, and you know, You know, some of the things that turn some voters off, these are the type of behavior like when somebody does something, you downing the person because you think you're rich. You know, it's like looking down somebody. We all supposed to be coming together to get the mess off our back.
I'm telling you.
Instead of fighting and embarrassing ourselves on Facebook, on social media. The problem here is the government, is the leading, the ruling people. They are the one doing killing. 4 auditors die, 3 boys are missing. The security, the EPS officers that went with George, we are on the trip. They kill him, brutally kill him.
Butchie.
All of they pour what they call it, asset on these people meant for land business. They kill another young guy in Maryland County. They kill one in Grand Jita. They're still killing our children, women, every day. Nothing coming out of it. For they want to frog God business where his face look like nobody. The line say he's 50 years old. So y'all want to tell me I older than my what they call him Samuel 12 because of his God they don't eat our money. They can't even breathe. We are go on a sacrifice setting as some kind of labor. You because of 1/4 what they Samuel 12 business. You have closed the whole
I'm telling you, the whole country
ministry down. How irresponsible you guys every day, and people will be like, "Oh, you don't like we are." These are the reason why some of us do not like we are. It's not because we hate him personally, but he need to grow up. First of all, you don't have to go there, or even when you go there, it should be hello, bye. You're sitting over there like you're having some kind of picnic as usual on a Friday, where people still going in the offices. This, what kind of good example are you going to show to your people to be in the offices? Look at Jefferson Coach walking all in front of him with all of one, what called say, I don't know, shopping spree, the bleaching queen, all of them there on the feed there. And it's like we took some kind of gang who rat and just make them leading our country in the wrong direction. We don't even know where we're going. Everybody just tired of the killing business. And
let me now cut you off. Yeah. Cecilia Happy, I'm calling your name 2 times. Now the next time that you post something on the rubbish on my post, I will block you.
You know what? A person like says Cecilia Happy, I'm not even going to get mad with her. Because sometimes when people are acting some kind of way, you have to sit back. Sometimes you don't have to live with people in their homes to know them. This woman, when CDC started, for she used to be cussing weird until the CDC and then jump on her, they cuss her good, that she ain't able to move. And now she just underneath people, just jumping like a Hopo Joe from every side. Don't even pay her attention, brother. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
Don't pay attention.
Thank you.
That's the other day or own better told her whole story. So I just don't pay her attention. Okay. She want to be relevant. So
thank you.
Yeah, if you want to block her, but I found me, I'll not block her. You'll say what she want to say. What I was trying to say, with our other sister and brother then on the Facebook, smashing this man, yeah, Joe Biden, you're voted for, they'll say, okay, but you're voted for him. You're, accusing him of 40 years or being in office or because he don't have money. Yeah, this is the same thing we did with we said it we had 85 million when we was broke. Nothing. They start stealing. They still stealing. This is what I just want for the opposition to wait. Let the people go for whatever they're going for. Whoever win.
Yeah.
If Mr. Promise win, you're there support him. Okay. If Mr. Boakai win, you're there support him. Or Nyombli Kaka win, you're there support her. Come together instead of bashing each other, making fun of each other. The other person get money. And sometimes money is not everything. People look at your personality, the way you act, the way you're acting, it turns people off.
Thank you.
I don't mind Mr. Cummings having his money, he work for it. Yes, I applaud him. But we shouldn't down on somebody, even on Open Bucket went and bring $2 geography. We should tell him thank you. He's not the president anymore. The people that are in power, they brought up cake. And they said that Liberian Airway, we're still waiting. We can't see it. They're killing our people Monday through Monday. Nothing coming out of it. What we're supposed to be doing, trying to get together, bring somebody, or go to Washington, D.C., get together and go on strike where they're killing business. We're tired. That's what we should be focusing on. Thank you.
Thank you. No quite sir. Yeah, Quada, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Paul. I'm calling from Indiana.
Indiana, go ahead.
AB, thank you for calling me. Let me be honest. We Liberians, indeed, we are ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the Spoon TV, the CEO for Spoon TV, when he sits on that platform, he is there to create problems. Why would somebody find their own ways and help and bring something for the people? Then other people are sitting there to criticize things, saying all lot of things, and some of them have been out for 20, 30 years. They haven't done nothing for their country. Liberians, we should be very mindful with our utterance.
Who are you referring to be specific?
And we should open our eyes.
Who are you referring to be specific?
Just hold on. Just hold on. AB, hold on for me. Just hold on. As I told you, today on Spoon TV show, the entire discussion was concerning the VP. Is it so?
Just in my back, I don't know. I don't listen to Spoon because Spoon have been sponsored by Nathaniel Follow Magil, so I don't listen to Spoon.
Thank you. The old man take his own time, turn that or boat to one of the county, I can tell. Then people are there, 1974, this, that. Why should we be ungrateful? Why should we be ungrateful? Applaud the old man. Applaud the old man. And then people for ANC, they are the one that creating another problem, making conflict between themselves. So if they can sit together and put themselves into place, President Weah will be going for another second term.
But for you, you're the one I have not seen that.
I can't understand.
But for me,
like they knows everything.
For me, I have seen that. I have said. For me, I have seen that. I have said. You know, if the opposition does not take time, that is a clear win for George Manuel Weah.
It will be the clear call. Clear call. George Weah will go for the second term. Clear call. Every day they say they act like they knows everything. Only Liberian act like they knows, but they can't put things into place. They will just sit on social media network and just bringing conflict between people. They are not meeting the objectives of the country, but just to bring conflict between themselves. That is not the way to behave. That is not the way to behave. Many of them are in exile. If you watch politics in all. Anytime people watch things on social media, you feel heartbreaking. The way things are going on. We need to behave ourselves. If we love our country, let's put politics aside. Partisan. Let's put that aside.
Thank you.
Let's forget about partisan.
Thank you.
And work together to see the betterment of our country.
Thank you. What is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hello, Abraham.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Florence calling from Canada.
Florence, how Canada will view this evening?
Say that again.
How Canada will view this evening?
Oh, it's good. It's very good. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Lord, LB, let me tell you something. For me, I am not even worried about George Weah because in myself, I know Weah will never win. Y'all keep this video today. Weah will never win in 2023. No one will vote for him. If anyone going to vote for him, I only few CDC people. Okay?
You saying that?
No, the chance. Pardon me?
I said, is that what you are saying? That Josh Weah will not win? Nobody is saying that Josh Weah will win. But in the opposition.
Abraham, George Weah will not win. The Liberian people, let me tell you something. The Liberian people, they are not stupid anymore. The Liberian people,
you think so?
Get their dealers.
You think so?
The Liberian people know their dealers.
You think so? Liberian people are not stupid anymore? You think so? Liberian people are not stupid anymore?
No, they are not stupid. The thing that are going through in our country there, we are here, we are not going through it. In another people are not sleeping in peace. Soon it's about 6 o'clock or I would say, or 5 to 6, they are in their houses. They don't even sleep in the night. The party stay through window, stealing cell phone and killing there, raping there, and George, we are not talking anything. George, we are not putting no security in the community.
But George Weah told them that they should put on their CC camera. It's not what George Weah said. George Weah said, buy your CC camera and let your CC camera be there.
AB. It is a lecture in Liberia today to know. Even he going all around, they just looking at him. Then the time reaches until 2023. You're going to sit down and play the video and play my voice. I am telling you, nobody will vote for George Weah. And the only thing going on in the country when the people want protest to go carry their petition to him, he doesn't receive it. He can say he didn't even see the petition, and he can send the police people to tear protester and tear out with tears gas, treating the citizen like they are nothing.
But
so they are waiting.
Don't you think that that's what our brother and sister there left?
I guess our brother and sister there left to go where?
I said, don't you think that what our brother and sister there left?
No, they don't like it.
Oh, they don't like it.
They don't like it.
Then they're supposed to behave. They don't like it. Then they're supposed to behave like what happened in Burkina Faso. They're supposed to behave like what happened in Chad. They're supposed to behave like what happened in Burundi. They're supposed to behave like what happened in Sierra Leone. They're supposed to behave like what happened. No, what?
No, the Liberian people, they don't want to do that. They don't want to go to set 1 fight and force this that. When the election comes, then the place George, we are going to know who's going to vote for him. And when they take the one of the people, they should have seen there in their hands. When they start, look at ADD. Look at ADD the way he took the whole street. That's weird. Yeah, that's the look. Let it be talking. Say, oh, when we take time, George, we are going for this and that and that. George, we are nobody will vote for him. I am telling you. They don't want that man because the George Weah one kid or people a kid I was sitting there and the citizen there know now they keep their mouth shut until they're 2023 when it comes. You vote for George Weah, the person who the citizen want put there, and he will say no. You will say, well, my people, I got to go because the citizen put me here, and the citizen said they didn't vote for me, and they say, and what a voter I have.
I'm not
even worried.
It's in our judgment we are going to look at. You don't
even know the Liberia people there. They can be laughing what you telling you. Now you go on, can't say the work on here because they know that the voting in 2023, they know that they're not going to vote for him. So they will work on him. You know when you want to do bad to somebody, you got to be nice to them. You see, so the nice story here, tell her, Lord, just imagine the way ADB took the whole street. Then George, we are not treating people that are good, not putting security to the community. Everybody know. Everybody know everything what's going on over there. The people there, they carry their COVID-19 food for them to distribute the right. And all the money that the best city order. Liberia people are stupid. They just not waiting. Let 2023 election come. The person who will put there.
I don't know when you say that Liberia people are not stupid. I don't know from where you speak. Because if the people say no, I come in. If the people can look at Charles Taylor, they say if he kill my pa, you kill my ma, I will vote for you. Thanking the people voted for Charles Taylor, someone who kill your ma and kill your pa, you voted for that person. Then you telling me that the people are not stupid?
Yeah.
Then you tell me say Labrador are not stupid. They say Labrador. No, I come in. They say Labrador, the local desk stupid guy. They say if you know but you not know but will vote for you. Then you telling me that Labrador, their sense is not on their feet?
No, AB, let me tell you.
Tell me.
Just sit out there, let somebody be acting wicked to you, and you just taking it over and over. You think you can't get tired? Then let me see.
That two things.
Let me see on
that two things. That two things. But before you go, that two things. Yeah. If you don't like it, you either leave the country, you go be resident, you go be refugee in somebody's land until your land can be cleared. Then you come back. But once you're there, the man now he have the power. He will subdue you the way that he want to.
I did. I'm listening.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you don't like the way John Fuller we are, Rudy, take your bag and leave.
You're not wait until 2023. I'm telling you.
But we should wait. We should wait everybody finish dying first.
Yes, but what is it? They can't do nothing. I'm telling you. Because the Liberia people know that when they take the street, the person one will put there, the one will put there. They will forget. They will tell George Weller nothing. They will tell him he's not nothing. Let me tell you.
The election will not be rigged. The election will not be rigged.
What?
The election will not be rigged.
People say that. Well, they vote. They vote and they know. They know idiot. Yeah. No, Abraham, let me let you go, man. I don't want to talk too much. Yeah.
No. Talk too much. You don't think that the election will be rigged?
That election there, the citizens there know that it will not be rigged. It will not. Because what? You vote for the president. They vote for the judge we are. And they know that the person they vote for. The citizens there know. They know their leader already.
Who their leader?
So you will not force it.
Who their leader?
Because I will tell my people, nobody vote for me. So you answer it.
Who the people leader? Who the people leader?
Who the people leader?
Yeah.
The citizens they know in Liberia. When the 2023 reach, then you're going to see the leader who will say, who will choose to say, we will vote for their person here. They will know it. Well, we will know it. I can tell you. That just will enjoy himself. So let me let you go, okay?
So you don't believe that? You don't. So where in case if the CP does not hold?
What?
If the CP does not hold?
What behind where?
When the CP does not hold, when the CP does not hold, what you think? When the CP does not hold, so what you think?
What it will not hold? Hold what? The people have already made their decision. The citizens they have already made their decision. Because they try this one, it can't work. They try this, it's not working. They try everything with George Weah, it's not working. George Weah failed. George Weah has failed Liberia people. Let me tell you now.
Yeah, so George Weah have failed. The opposition, the four political parties that came together.
Forget about the CPP, forget about forget about all those one that the citizens that me I am looking at.
But the citizen at the end result, the citizen have to pick someone. So who that person?
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. Who put George Weah there? Who put George Weah there?
That is citizen.
So now, 2023, you think we're going to put him there?
Yeah.
That what you thinking?
Yeah, that what I think.
You know what? I come to ladder and sleep there.
No, let us talk it.
That was Eddie. I'm telling you, you know the Liberia people. They try everything it can work. And the Lord that they hear that will hold, they going to hold. They imagine ADD. I continue telling you over and over about ADD. ADD, the way he took the street. Then you say, they now look at 2023. Oh, you think what I think that what George we are going on over the plane out here? I mean, nothing happened. Everything going fine. Oh, this and that. You know that he's fooling himself?
Okay. Thank you. Hold on. All right. It is true. It is true.
So good night, yeah.
Okay, good night. Kora, what is the name and where are you calling out from? Kora, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, I'm sorry, AB. My name is Kwadu Sharif. I'm calling from Pennsylvania this morning. Sorry. Oh my God, long day. This evening. Yes, AB. Thank you for the topic. The topic is very interesting tonight. I just want to buttress our Oman that just left the line. She was making point, and I love to see, how Oman coming on live to express their feelings and how they are feeling about Liberia. Well, you were asking her who the people would choose. I cannot show you this time around the Liberians, they will be smart enough. Liberians, we forget to understand that, early time were kind of, very sweet. As some people will say, it was jolly. You had UN and all of that. So Liberians, they are just, transition from a bad days to a good days. And you looking at that, some of them forgot the bad days until they made mistake, and put Joshua. So now it's like a bad days, a good day, and a bad day. So trust me, they will not want to go back to those bad days again, especially Joshua term. When Joshua term is over, trust me, and that time is 2023. The Liberians will decide, they will think very well, and the CPP. Let me tell you something. You say if it does not hold, let me just speak on that. The CPP, you are talking about if it doesn't hold. I'm be real with you. It is going to hold. Trust me.
How are you going to hold Mr. Alexander B. Cummings in cohort with the Liberty Party, saying that he wants for Liberty Party to support him as president? Then they will carry Liberty Party as a vice president. Then the brother have bought Musa Belete, gave sufficient money to Musa Belete. Musa Belete is saying that they see them going with the ANC, then the UP. Then you telling me say it will hold?
My brother, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. You making a little mistake somewhere. And I want you to, I want to clear that. We are in a democratic system. This is 4 political parties, that came together to be one and to come up with one candidate. And in so doing, they themselves, they say, you know what, we're going to go through process. We're going to go through concession. If the concession does not work, we're going to go through a primary. So where we are right now, we are heading to a primary because clearly you know and I know that the concession did not work. That is, put Omar Borkai, put you together, put Kumi together, man, you be the people, and that didn't work. Now, it is 4 political parties that is going to now put all of their best candidates out there and go for primary. So let us wait and see. And trust me, the 4 political parties we're talking about here, whosoever want to join anyone, they can go ahead. That's democratic. I don't know. I don't get it why Liberians, when they see Ure with Boakai, when they see Boakai, or when they see Cummins with Liberty Party, that's not. It shouldn't be a big deal. That is the reason why those 4 people came together. At the end of the day, they all cannot be the head. One person must have to be the head, and that one person who's.
But I am telling you, it's not from. I am telling you, not from that perspective in which you are talking about. ANC is in cohort with Liberty Party, saying that they should break away for the Liberty Party to endorse them. Then they carry Nyomli Kama. Don't you know that Eddie wanted to run? Eddie have decided to pull out of the race.
My brother, brother, are you there? Let me just land on this one, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you live.
Yes, this whole thing here, Kahoot and all of that. I feel like we just insinuating things here, like things. Let us understand how the party works. The CPP. They are working together. Look, let me be honest. There's no breaking away thing, here. I mean, in our CPP, there's not going to be anyone like that. I mean, anything like that. You have to understand that it's going to be tough. Trust me, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough for CPP to come up with one candidate. It's going to be tough, and trust me, there's going to be rock and roll. But let me be very frantic with this. CPP cannot carry the full political leader. One person must have to be selected. And the only way you can get that one person, that is, Kumis must be able to control. Convince the other 3 parties, or Boakai must be able to convince the other 3 parties, and the same as Yombli and Berenaire. So we're talking about politics, my brother. So let us just forget about all of that and just watch those guys do their thing, as long as they're not castigating each other like what the Papi said the other time. He's going to be the best person, the candidate. Well, that was not fair, to the other members in the party. Well, I mean, let me just stop there for others to come in a little bit and make that point. Thank you very much, bro.
Okay, thank you. Brother Samuel, go ahead.
Yo, Eddie, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Let us call a spade a spade. Remember, I called you before I said this thing, right?
Yeah.
And when someone else said it, people overlook it. Mr. Cummings, he's desperate for power. And we should be careful if we're not get someone worse than Josh Weah. Mr. Kumi started playing the game long term, getting close to ADD because he knew ADD had the population or had the numbers. Let me tell you the whole thing behind this thing. The whole person behind this thing is Helen. Mark this thing I'm telling you today. The former president behind this. And she has reached to a point that she swear that Babwaka should never be president because she know the stone that will hit her, and she know what he's going to do. Now, this is what they planned from the beginning. And PK said on his show, for people who are looking, Helen spoke to Liberty Party in the corner. That was the reason why they brought Musa Ability. They should have put Amara Corner, but Liberty Party refused. So when you see Musa Ability becoming chairman for Liberty Party, that was the reason. That's the reason why you see this going 2017 election and Zana Kumis did not join any coalition. And you see, it baffles my mind that ANC partisans are shouting today and desperate for coalition to join them. Well, coalition was really necessary for him to join.
He refused.
And Zana Kumi is part of the reason why we end up with Josh we are today. He's 100% part of the reason. Let us not sugarcoat it. Okay? Let us not sugarcoat it. ADD people, even some of us here, we try to find a way to petition ADD to run. ADD is not confident in himself because of few reasons. ADD think he's not ready, number one. Number two, he's not a political leader, and he respects Yombly so much that he does not want to honor my Yombly. That's why ADD keep himself back. But what ANC is doing now, Musa Ability now is the one pushing the cost. You know Musa Ability now sharing motorbikes in Liberia?
Yeah.
I know someone now, one of my friends, I got one of the motorbikes. I'm telling you. And what ANC is waiting for today, they're only waiting for noise to happen in the CPP. They will pull their way, and then they will find a way to persuade Yombly. If she refuses, they will persuade Dillon to run as vice president on the ANC. It is bad. This is why I tell you on your show, I said for the CPP to hold, for the spirit of the CPP, and the Zana Kumis need to be willing to make that sacrifice to go as a vice president, and CPP need to come up with a 20 to 24-year plan. And you see, this is the reason why coalition can work in Liberia. Liberian politicians are very desperate and greedy. They are very, very desperate and greedy. If the CPP would have come up with a 24-year plan or 20-year plan, that will be presented to the Liberian people, a national plan or a national agenda that will be in the interest of everybody. There should be no reason for the argument. How long is 6 years? For me, I say, speak to Pabwaka. Pabwaka can be the Moses to transition the CPP to the platform. After 1 year, he stepped off. And Kumis can take off from there. After 1 or 2 years, he stepped off. The next person take off. Once they are doing something nationally or holistically that will promote the image of the country, trust me, no party will be able to win CPP in that country. But because of greed, and this is what will happen. The thing people don't understand. You know, Moma Morris, some of you people will not understand. If Kumis lead the CPP now, there are people that will be disenchanted, they will back off. If Bwaka lead the CPP now, there are people that will be disenchanted, will back off. If they don't lead the CPP now, there are people that will be disenchanted, will back off. And this is the reason why CDC, you remember when Karen Grace said one time on the show, the CPP will split and will do everything within our power to make them to split. And they're asking how. And he said one person other get behind, and the person who used to split the CPP and some people disenchanted to walk away. And that's exactly what happened today. Why not people can understand? Why not people can understand read between the lines? Why not people can understand? AB, the CPP, CDC strategy is to split the CPP. And let me tell ADD this. ADD should understand we all supported him. Okay? He need to understand this. And we all want the CPP to hold. And if ADD think that because he's popular now, that he can join 1 or 2 people, or he think he can do anything, he should know that we in the diaspora here, that we the one got his back. We can call our family back there. Not everybody happy with what's going on. Even the problem that happening between he and the COP boys now, he wrote on his page, sometimes you need to keep silent. This is the thing we all criticize President we have, including him, to speak to national issue. That's something that bringing problem between he and Costa and the CPP and the COP. He needs to address that issue, but he decided to keep mute. You can't be like that. These are things we're speaking about. You should speak to this issue and address them. You should speak to them. But if they don't think, or the ANC think that they can back up or create problem in the CPP and then walk away and Yobli Kanga or whoever follow them, they don't should know the scene where we support him here. That the scene where we call our family there and tell them to not vote for them or vote against them. They should know that. Some of us want the CPP to hold. We're not specific about Papwaka. We're specific about the CPP holding and coming up with a national agenda. It is overdue for Liberia to be able to form a coalition that everybody can be able to bring ideas and collaborate together. The whole thing here, my brother, it has been played and orchestrated by
Ellen.
Look at it here, AB. So common sense, AB. When you ask citizens who you prefer to hear the CPP ticket, they say Alexander Cummings. They say Yobli Kanga Lawyer or ADD or Papwaka. They say Alexander Cummings because they know it's going to be an easier win for them. Because they know once Alexander Cummings had that ticket, lot how you call it, United Party people, a lot of them will back off. And it will be in their interest. It will be in their interest. I don't know why people are not reading between the lines yet. The president is not Alexander Cummings' property. He's not compulsory to be president. This says here, the first says here. Let's understand the thing, man. Let's look at the bigger picture here. We shouldn't be greedy. You made Alexander Cummings the head of the CPP now, it will break down. Look at what happened in Cape Town. ANC won their own person, CPP won their own person. CPP lost. Look at what happened in district number 9. Alexander Cummings pulled Phoebe Henry before. Phoebe Henry had issue with the COP boss. He cast together Costa and cast together everyone. Some people were committing treason and insulted them. When the time came for voting, the boss they turned their back against them. Why ANC can look at what happened in Nima Kante. ANC went support that town underwater and CPP put what the lady name
Ide Gonglo where?
What's the lady name? Ide Gonglo where? CPP lost the election again. You people need rocket science. While Labrepo can learn from common mistakes. You people need rocket science to understand that a CPP split. John, we are a win second term. You people need someone. You think if Alexander Cummings had the CPP that everybody will vote for CPP? Alexander Cummings will not be carrying that name. Come on, example, Phoebe Henry. Phoebe Henry had the CPP. What happened to you people in the number 9? And now Safoko walk away without victory today because people were disenchanted with the way Phoebe Henry treated them during the protest. Some of the remarks that he made. You people can read between the lines. The only survivability of any other political leader, Pabwaka, Cummings, who, the only way they can win George Weah, the CPP have to hold. Even if Pabwaka go on his own now, the CPP split, there's no guarantee he can win the election. If Alexander Cummings go on his own, there is no guarantee. The only solution to that thing, my brother, we have to do it the African way. The older person comes first, the next person take the turn. And the greed is why ANC pushing. They must stop the attack on Pabwaka. It is not doing any good. Let me speak this directly to Seth Yasini. Seth Yasini, what you guys doing is wrong. You guys need to stop this attack. And all of the ANC members, you guys are not doing any good for ANC. There are a lot of people that are feeling very, very bad in Liberia about what you people are doing, and they are feeling very, very discouraged. I know 2 people now can bet my neck that Alexander Cummings supporter and voted for Alexander Cummings, they are already back off. I swear to God, AB. The thing ANC people doing, they say, the hard job we are started will not take nothing. That's on the staff. That's what people saying now. People, women have not worked in government. People don't really have 100% confidence. All the things you see women going around, they spraying money, they're doing this. The Liberia Post still not show yet. The Post saying, the paper work, we trust the paper. Now, we need people that will come with credibility that they see what we trust the job we have to do, we're regretting. You're in Liberia. Some of you people are here making all the noise on social media. Just take your phone and call Liberia. Ask the people that are there. What you people think about this election? Hear their view, hear their opinion, and see what they will say. But you're on Facebook, you're insulting each other, you're attacking each other. Then when you're ready, then you're condemn George Weah. What a different you people are. Because the same way George Weah treating the people in the coalition, and the same thing you people doing now in the CPP. You're insulting Pabwaka, you're insulting other people in the CPP. Tell me now, what different are you people from George Weah from what he's doing now to the how you call it? The UP, the MPP, and the other party that joined coalition with him. This is not right. The CPP were from that for one purpose. The purpose was for the CPP to work as a
Man,
team
forgot about me,
and take over leadership. So anything like splitting in the CPP, my brother, we should get ready to congratulate George. We are on his second term. And at one sedition, you hear that, oh, we want coming. Are there anybody call them? You hear them in CDC? Ask them. Ask any sedition, Nana, who you think should succeed President We are. They will never tell you or Darius Dillon or Joseph Boaka because they know any of these people cannot judge we are there. But what they're saying, oh, we want Alexander Cummings because they got a lot of fake information they will use against Cummings. So ANC people need to know. Alexander Cummings had that CPP, my brother. Trust me, CPP will split and a lot of people will go apart. And there is no guarantee CPP will win. So they don't shouldn't think because he's popular today. If they don't think that undermining the CPP and joining because they have a Liberty Party having meeting now. I got someone in there. If they don't think that finding a way with Musa ability for them to AB, let Labrepo know this. Mark this thing I'm telling you, AB. If Alexander Cummings win the election, mark this thing I'm telling you. The prosecution in Labrepo will be on the surface.
Yes. And that one will know.
So Alexander Cummings will not go after Helen and her children. I want you to remember these things I'm telling you. Alexander Cummings will not fully implement the World Economic Crimes Code. Maybe when these things happen, call me and tell me I lie. I will apologize.
Thank you.
On the media, I apologize to people.
Thank you.
On a serious note, but people not reading. You think why everybody attacking JMB? Because they know. They know. And the thing ANC people doing undermining the CPP, we should be careful, my brother. We should be very, very careful. It is bad. It is not good for the coalition. It is not good. Alexander Cummings knew the importance of coalition 2017. He should have come and joined. But he did not come and join 2017 because he knew at that time he never had a chance. Now he know he get a chance. He can't be playing honor money, game passing around, doing all this. But Boaka may not have that money to run around like him. But trust me, the Liberian people, you ask them now, they will tell you, we want the owner, we want someone that responsible, that credible. But Boaka could be the Moses, and Alexander Cummings could be the Joshua. But if they go outside of that, my brother, the CPP will split, and they might not be surprised.
Thank you.
Be surprised, though.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the time, my brother.
Thank you. Kora, let me take you. Thank you for your patience.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Am I live?
Yes.
Yes. I'm calling back again, AB. I feel like, my brother who just left the land was being personal and so emotional while he's speaking against Kumis. I'm not a Kumis fan either. All right. But we all sit here and watch what's going on in Liberia between the CPP. Some people just don't get it. Alexander Kumi is entitled to his right to run for presidency. He is entitled to say no and say yes to whatever decision he wants to take.
God, I commit to you.
Brothers and sisters, sometimes I'm gonna say this. This is our problems in Liberia. When we pray to God for good leadership, and when God bring us that leadership, we ignore it.
So you think that good leader is Zanabi Cummings?
Hold on, I come in. I'm not a supporter of Alexander Cummings, and I'm not saying Alexander Cummings is the next president. I'm trying to lay my business, and I will get to the point where my brother will make a mistake. We pray every day for good president, for good leaders to come and serve us. And then when those good leaders from God come forward, and then we, the same people who pray and fasted for them, for God to unveil them to us, then we go against them. We are talking Liberia. We are not talking individual here. Individuals. We are talking Liberia. Unity Party held Liberia for 12 good years.
Okay.
Right? And again, I know that the vice president had no power like the other men can say. The man get power, the man would have power. Of course, let's just lay that there. But UP held Liberia for 12 years. Corruptions, were everywhere. Today, the same UP, their former standard barrier, put us through this mess that we are in right now. Liberians are suffering because why? She said, if it's not her, it will never be Joseph Walker. Who did that? UP. Liberians are now, they have realized, let me not say now, they have realized that Unity Party was no good.
Hold on. My brother, you have to order out to settle your basis and your point so that I can be able to tell other quarter.
Thank you, my brother. I'm going to be real fast. So Liberians have realized that UP is no better. Now, here is where Kumi's coming. Here is where you got Darius didn't come in. God answer our prayers and show Darius didn't. Kumi has never served yet, so I can talk about Kumi in Liberia right now. Darius didn't show us. And God helps us, we have the CPP. You can't tell me somebody who wants to be president and he is exercising his right to be one, and then you say the man greeted. What is the greediness? You own a talk show. I got my own talk show. And I come and tell you, say, my man, you know why I pay? Say you can get 102 people on your show. Let me come. You sit back. Let me come and sit there. Will you agree? No. It is just common sense.
Thank you.
You can't tell Kumis, sit down and be second to me. It's just common sense. I just don't get it when people say that. CPP, yes. CPP, I agree on him. I agree that CPP must hold, because if CPP does not hold, we win the next election. That I agree. We need to hold together, but let them put that Kumi's thing there, or Kumi greedy, Kumi this and that. Hell no.
Okay.
Kumi is not greedy.
Thank you. What is the name and where you calling from?
My name is Margaret. I'm calling from Georgia.
Marie, go ahead.
Andy, I'm so saddened by how people are going about this Alexander Cummings business. Alexander Cummings is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, George Weah in one.
Okay.
Alexander Cummings is coming to push Ellen's agenda and George Weah's agenda.
Okay.
That's all it is. He is not coming for anything. And right
now,
now,
what made you to say that?
What has he done? What can he do? Looking at him, what can he do? He's just going to be there to put his people there, a bunch of looters. What are they coming to do? What do coming to do? What are the rest of them coming to do? But to do the same old thing. It's monkey work, baboon draw. That's what they own there. So this is foolishness. This is foolishness. Only one man has the agenda to wake Liberia up, and that's JNB. They need to stop it. Cummings shouldn't even be on any ticket. But you see what Dylan is doing? I'm very, very, very skeptical of him now. Dylan has joined Cummings.
Yeah, but Dylan are coming. Dylan came here with the intention of us having meeting and for them to be able to petition Dylan for him to run, so that Joseph Boaka, when he win the ticket, so that he'll be able to pick Dylan as a running mate. That's what I was thinking. No. But when the brother went back, when Eddie went back, Musa Hassan Berete had been having meetings with Mr. Cummings and agreed that they will support Mr. Cummings, and then they would go as vice president. Nyomli Kanga have just agreed so that she can go as VP to Alexander B. Cummings. And Eddie said, but then let me back off. That how can I receive the news today, this morning, that Eddie have back up?
He's not backing up. He's a snake. Believe me, you will see what I'm talking about. He's getting greedy. He has forgotten who has brought him this far. He hasn't given up.
Please, it's all strategy. It's all strategy. These people, Liberian people, are supposed to wake up right now. For this thing to be going on like this, Liberia will never rise. This is what's been happening for years, centuries, everything just been happening. We are going back to the same old 6 and 7, the same old. Liberia will never rise. Comments come over there. Why are they pushing comments? Why is even Dylan coming next to comments? It doesn't make sense. Dylan, not taste.
No, normally is the one that is going next to comments.
I know what you're coming for. I know what she's coming for. She need to sit in Grand Bazaar there and see if she's going to be elected again. She need to sit down over there and stop it. All of them are see. They need to sit their behinds down and let people move this country. Liberia needs to rise. It cannot rise with all the confusion. You're sitting there in the background trying to scam. Does it make any sense for someone trying to scam? What is the difference that Boyka has, that Commies has? Why are you going against him? Because you want to loot.
I know, right?
The freaking people want to come and loot and keep Liberia down. This is what happened before, and that's what happening again. Berea police cannot be or anything there. Commies are Berea police. Yeah, I call it a nickname. Freaking Berea police, he don't better be no president. AB, thank you for the show. I gotta go.
Thank you. Let me tell my brother Samuel go ahead.
Eddie.
Yes.
You know the reason why I refer to Kumi as I said Kumi has greed. The caller never understood me. You know, we Liberian people, we don't follow trends. We don't follow people from the beginning. And for me personally, that's how I look at Liberia politics. Okay. Some of us started following Liberia politics from 2017, and we've been reading and been observing other things before that time. Liberia politics easy to win. You know, people say Helen only political winner. You know, Helen is like an eagle. You know, when the eagle fly up high, it doesn't spread its wing. What it does, it doesn't fly anymore. It just spreads its wing and ride the wing. Helen only ride the wing in Liberia. And the reason why Helen ride the wing in Liberia because people are not smart.
I'm telling you.
Helen, everyone had a unity party for one reason for Helen. That's number one. Number two, everybody complaining on unity party today. But what they forget to know, the Liberian people have reached to a point. They know that Pawaka is not unity party. Let me tell you this. The people in the country, there's going election. The thing people don't understand. Let me tell you, AB, there's going election. This going election, there were a lot of foul play that took place. I think I spoke personally. People don't know. People don't know. Helen doing everything to test she and her children.
Yeah.
She and her children. Reason why I say Alexander Cummings doing all of this because of greed. Alexander Cummings, when he said he don't want anything else except the presidency. You know, Labrepo got concerned afterward. That was how they started saying, go become senator. Go become this. Go work it for it. Go do this. Alexander Cummings said no. Can I want anything else? How do you refer to that? Judge Weah with all his bad habits that we don't like. When the Liberian told Judge Weah, go back to school, Judge Weah went. Go become senator, Judge Weah went. Right? But Alexander Cummings telling you no. Let me tell you, Eddie, if you can control Alexander Cummings Nana, if you can suggest to Alexander Cummings Nana in opposition, when Alexander Cummings can become president tomorrow, he tell you Alexander Cummings want this. Let me tell you, that clear stubbornness they showing to us today. It was the same thing, just we are in opposition without paying attention to it. It was the same old thing. It was the same old thing. They meant a lot of, look, all the press releases he's giving in the name of the party, that's fine. The caller need to understand it is Alexander Cummings' right to become president. But when the coalition was being formed, what was in the mind of the Liberian people? What was the slogan we heard them singing? That's why I said people don't understand Liberian politics. Liberian people can vote before the election date. What was the slogan the people were singing? Boyka president, Cummings vice president, CPP will hold election finish. Was that not the slogan they were singing? AB, if the leaders in the CPP would have stick to that, there's no need for the noise. The election, one round, we are out. One single round, Joshua will be gone. Joshua will be gone. Now, let's see to Alexander Cummings on spoon. Why I say he's greedy. Everything Alexander Cummings talking about there, okay, he's going to have the CPP. Where is the CPP agenda? When people speak, even Pabuaka, when he said that day, I'm the best man, he was wrong by saying that. At this moment, all the candidates in that position should be saying, this is what the CPP plan to do. The CPP plan to do this. The CPP plan to do that. Let's see the agenda of the CPP first before you can say as a president, this is what I will be adding to what the CPP want to do. Because when the people form the CPP, they're not forming for idea. They never formed it for Kumi idea, neither Yombly, nor Ben Ayure. They formed it for a collective ideas, for all of them to bring their ideas together and be able to make this thing to work. If they would have went in that class, it's more stronger than what it is today. But people need to understand Musa Belete is a pay agent for Helen. And Musa Belete doing everything in Liberty Party. That thing, they don't say, oh, I never had meeting with Helen Allah. They had meeting with Helen. They don't Yombly, they had meeting with Helen. And the only meeting they had was to support Cummings. Because they know that if Cummings starts to go up, now Liberty Party got the vote. Liberty Party now because they did a lot of people go towards that direction. So Liberty Party now will back off, and then John Arizona B. Cummings. Just what you said just now, what they planning.
Yes.
I said, no, one of my friends I get a motor by Musa Belete share. And who behind that? Musa Belete, Helen Johnson Selly, Arizona Cummings. They're the one promoting that ideology. And that's why you see, when ADD was speaking about the dark horse, ADD need to understand we support him. We support him. And when push comes to shove, he betrayed the CPP, we will betray him too.
Thank you.
We will betray him. He shouldn't be surprised. We don't need to sugarcoat this thing. Mr. Cummings needs to understand Liberia politics now. The Liberian people want a team. They don't want one person. They do not want one person. But now, Pabuaka, the Cummings, the Yombly, they should be saying this is the agenda of the CPP. We don't want you to say my agenda yet. What you guys plan to do collectively? So what happens now if one person, let me tell you, Eddie, the way they're going with the thing, what happens now if Buaka win or Alexander Cummings win the CPP? Do you think this guy will carry any CPP agenda? Look at the thing for yourself.
No.
I'm not speaking for Buaka, I'm not speaking for Cummings. But the way these guys going with this thing now, the way they're going with this thing now, you think these guys will be able to carry any CPP agenda? With the way they're pushing it's not going to work. It is not going to work. So the people need to know. They ask Alexander Cummings about the war crime code, which is the number one thing on everybody's mind today. Is that I will find a commissioner. That commissioner people want you to find. That commissioner people want you to find. So the people need to understand this. Bringing Alexander Cummings, we must get ready for heading for regime. I'm not saying he will not make difference than ADDO, but the justice we're crying for today in our country, my brother. Listen to Alexander Cummings talk. He wouldn't say people will get prosecuted. Look at the emphasis he laid on prosecution and look at the emphasis he laid on generating funds. Possibility he will generate funds. Possibility he will develop. But prosecution level, my brother, let's leave. A Helen 10.
Thank you.
Let me say a Helen 4. That is the reason why you see seditions today are recommending recommending Alexander Cummings because they know they have a chance to strike a deal with Alexander Cummings. Why don't you hear that? You're not hear them saying we prefer Dillon. You're not hear them making that statement. They will never tell you we prefer Dillon. They will never tell you we prefer Pabuaka or Yombly Kanga or Ben Ayure. They will only say that we prefer Dillon. Liberian people, y'all wake up, y'all open your eyes. This is the scene where we hear Helen, but because we're so desperate for George Weah, Helen joined George Weah, and we did not pay attention today. We're living without regret.
Thank you.
Liberian people hated George Weah so much, Helen so much, but they refused to understand that time. Understand that time when Helen was supporting George Weah to say, okay, if that woman can support George Weah, there's a possibility she will get influence over George Weah. We did not pay attention to it. George Weah supporting Alexander Cummings today. There's a possibility he will get influence over Alexander Cummings. My brother, politics, do not go for the person that you don't like going for. There is a connection. We need to learn that. There is a connection. CDC ring the bell over who were left for 2017 election. Akaras Gray, I listened to him. Jefferson Koji, I listened to him. And almost all the sedition. Who you think had the CPP ticket when they function posted and they say Arizona Cummings? Have we asked ourselves why sedition preferring Arizona Cummings over Dillon, over Yombly, over Ben Ayure, over Joseph Walker? Have we sat down and asked ourselves that question? The answer to that question, Maran Seri get influencing all of these things. Jaha Cummings win, we must get ready to beat the Tabataba on Facebook again. You must take this from me, Abi. Thanks for the time, my brother.
Thank you. Kora, what is the name and where are you calling on from? Kora, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling from Sufa, South Dakota. Ellis Money.
Ellis, go ahead.
To be frank, let me say this. I'm from ANC. But I listen to the caller. I support ANC. And I support the CPP. But as the way my brother who just left, saying about where Cummings said about everything Cummings didn't say the CPP. Point of correction. Let me be able to understand that CPP will win. Whenever we rally around, whosoever that we choose, CPP choose, no matter whosoever, CPP will win. That's what Cummings said. And he's saying that, it will be heading Chester. All right, my brother, although I know you support Baka too. And we're talking about Liberty Party. We're talking about Liberty Party supporting ANC. It's just the same we have Benai even supporting them, or any conversation we have in the CPP. Benai even support Baka, the Unity Party. But let be frank with this, what we're talking about. Today, if we let any other person in the CPP, the four political leaders, Benai Yuri, Boyka, Yombikanga, Arizona Cummings. But why people are saying that people will not be able to vote for Joseph Boyka or whosoever beside people are saying Cummings because Cummings is a right. You as the host today, do you want to tell me that no citizen voted for Darrell Dillon, that the win that Darrell Dillon had?
But Darrell Dillon is not easy, right? Darrell Dillon and that of the CDC candidate, you could tell that Darrell Dillon have more edge over the CDC candidate.
My question, did you guys want to tell that no citizen voted for Darrell Dillon?
Well, I cannot say that.
A lot of citizens voted for Darrell Dillon. I'm telling you, a lot of citizens voted for Darrell Dillon. And today, now, people are saying, what people are looking at, say no, because we saw Helen 12 years
but why do you think the people in CDC, they are in part of the saying that it would be better for Arizona B. Cummings to hold the CP candidacy or normally, but they never call Joseph Walker name because they know.
Let me tell you, because they saw Joseph Walker with Helen for 12 years, and when CDC said,
but they see Ellie supporting Arizona B. Cummings on the other hand.
Okay, Brother Kamara, let me ask you this. What day do you saw Helen going to ANC party headquarters? How many times Helen went to...
Helen does not have to go to ANC party headquarters before I know with myself.
All right,
that
how many times Helen went to Unity Party headquarters? Huh?
I cannot tell.
You cannot tell?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it we having Joseph Walker? And Joseph Walker come on asking a question that Joseph Walker cannot distance himself from Helen Sadi Johnson. That yes, if I rule today, if I become president today, yeah, what I'm going to do to Helen Sadi? Joseph Walker failed to do some of the things. So let be real.
Just you know why for the reason why Ellie never supported Joseph Nwabaka. You know the reason?
What the reason?
The reason was Joseph Nwabaka said that was when Joseph Nwabaka said that all those that stole the country resources that will be brought to book. Ellie took phone and call Amara Akone for Amara Akone to go back to Liberia urgently. Amara Akone went back to the papi. He asked the papi, he said, "Papi, I hear something. So what are you saying?" Amara Akone listened to the papi. The papi repeated the same thing. The papi said, "Whosoever stole from the government resources, I will implement the war crime code and I will implement the other report. The other report will speak for itself."
That's why I'm gonna say.
That's what Amara Akone said.
Okay, and now we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for Joseph Boyka. If you and on the show, although the one like helicopter say you just a chit chat. We understand that. But let's be able to let Joseph Boyka be able to come on. Let's listen to him. We like hear nothing for Joseph Boyka.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. What is the name and where you calling from?
Your trouble, it is an argument. I hear it, but because of you are seeing nasty ways. I will get John your power for the second time.
Why?
Why? If Liberian people are listening to me and listen to me carefully, if a CPP dare carry Elisano Comis, the one hit George to my grave, I'm going to go and run campaign for Georgia, and Georgia going to rule Liberia for the second time. I will make Georgia to go second term. If dare get Yasini Martin Pay power that wicked witch that would have both hands together in Liberia, it's no different. Then let Georgia rule again. If you're there, your CP people, you're there carry Yasini Martin, in Liberia to hold state power in that country. Georgia going for the second term. Trust me, if you mark my word today, CPP, I dare you, CPP. You get Alexander Kume power. You let him run. If George let him rule for second.
No, but Alexander Kume will understand that Alexander Kume will run on the ticket of the ANC. You know, ANC is a small CDC. So that one I wish I know. ANC, you run on ANC, but you will not run as CP. Because Joseph Nwabaka is there. You know?
Yes.
Why you gotta listen to the phone.
The woman is evil. She tried to destroy the Liberian community. And they dare carry that evil woman. She not even for the civilian. She not even for Josephine Davis. She can make it in America and Liberia she will go steal. And Liberia she will go steal all our money.
Well, I don't know whether Yasini is a criminal, but as when you want to tell me some criminal activity, then my ear is open to hear that.
Yeah, we should happen here. I am telling the Liberian people, you better don't try to get power to say you can run in Liberia over Joseph Boyka. Trust me. Joshua will go for second term in Liberia. Mark my word, baby. Take it to the bank.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's how we'll let to end the very end of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. We come to you live via Facebook and YouTube. And for our followers, you can go to Mzee, type in the YouTube search bar Mzee Abraham, and then you watch the clips. all of our clips have been uploaded on YouTube. So you can go there, you can subscribe on every time that we come on for you to receive the notifications. Thank you. Let me take Samuel. Samuel, go ahead.
Yeah, Eddie, let me just make the quick point concerning the second to the last caller. You know, it's a shame when I hear sedition and some Liberian people blaming former vice president for 2 years. Let me ask them the question. Did Samuel not work in our government? Did our current grade not work in our government? Was Thomas Fowler not part of that government? Was George Weah not part of that government? Who were making the laws? The concession we cry about today. Edwin Snow was the one that was pushing APN terminal, and now Edwin Snow crying today. The MPA director, he was one of those lawmakers that were pushing the APN terminal. Now he crying today in there. Let's look at what's happening now to Joel Howard Taylor and what was happening to Pat Buakai. And this is why when we're making the case against Pat Buakai, we should be honest. We should be honest. Look at what Pat Buakai went through. 2 times Pat Buakai attempted to resign. It was the same Liberian people that begged him to stay. The same thing we're doing today to Joel. When Joel, now 2 times Joel even went to the extent of writing letter. Now the council of church went to Joel and begged Joel Howard Taylor. She might not resign for the stability of the country. So are we saying today now that Joel Howard Taylor is responsible for all the stealing that George Weah and people carrying on? Are we not seeing the hate treatment that is being given to her? Are we not seeing it? It was the same thing. This is why I said we need to find a way for the Constitution to be amended to give the vice president some rights. Because the vice president, my brother, is just looking like the way African men get 3, 4, 5 women. The woman in the hall just to say yes sir, yes sir. Unless these days now, messages have been preached out there and small women come out here. And we the men, we try to get them some respect. But Africa, all we know down there, our parents knew back then, the woman must say yes sir to everything. Even if it costs for her to lose her eye or lose her hair, she must say yes sir. That's the kind of position the VP was in. And that's the same position Joel Howard Taylor in today. All the people, Eugene Nangbe was in government. So now when I hear people, oh, United Party 2 years, the only difference you get in our play that CDC that they didn't change. Yeah. That they didn't change. But the CO people you hire in the government for 2 years, and the CO people in there, what's the difference? What are Kara Graydon doing? What are they run their mouth back? What are they doing to revisit the concession? Thomas Fowler running their mouth. What are they doing to revisit it? Sir Joseph running their mouth. All of them were in the government for 12 years. Why don't you guys name these people when you're talking about 12-year United Party? Why don't you guys name these people? And when did Helen declare intention to support George Weah, when Pat Buakai refused to give her the support that she wanted to protect she and her family? Y'all never understood at that time. Y'all blaming Pat Buakai for Helen's problem. 12 years. Oh, you were there with Helen 12 years. Oh, you were there with Helen 12 years. You were there with Helen 12 years. Yes, it's true. He was there with Helen 12 years. But look at her role. I think now if we're judging people, we must judge people based on their service. So now that the stealing that George we are doing, Darren Dillon working in we are government for the period. Are you guys telling us now when Dillon put his hand tomorrow vote against him? Because Dillon is a senator in this government now, and he's doing extremely well. So the day Dillon choose to run, we must put we are blame on Dillon. We better be smart, man. The caller talking about, oh, he was with Pat Buakai. I mean, he was with, how can he distance himself from Helen? Let's look at the authority we Liberian people, our constitution gave to the president. You whole day y'all blaming Pat Buakai for Helen 12 years. But y'all sat down there and allowed Helen to support George Weah. When did Helen declare her support for George Weah? When Helen gave George Weah $6 million for campaign, was it not the time he went on national radio and pledged his support to protect Helen and her family? Y'all want to blame Pat Buakai for that one? They tell you Pat Buakai was in support of that idea. Let me tell you, AB, the honest person that was in our government was the former
Justice Minister.
The former
Justice Minister.
The former city mayor. The former city mayor. What her name?
Christina Ta resigned. Christina Ta resigned too.
No, not Christina. I'm talking about the former city mayor, Mary Brown.
Mary Brown, yeah.
AB, I told you this before in private.
Yes.
When Helen declared her support for George Weah, it was Mary Brown that called the woman and told him, Papa, stop wasting your money. Helen had already pledged to support CDC because she said CDC will protect her. You say you're not protected. You implement the war crime code, and you go after people that stole from the country. But Baka was in Buchanan running campaign when Helen had that meeting. Now what? The people that close to George, we are asking today. I'm telling you some inner circle stuff. Ask George, we are Helen gave him list. Helen gave him list of government officials that he should keep in the government. Eugene Nangbe on that list. Go and check that list. When George we are carrying that list to Pabwaka, it was one person he recommended was Mary Brown. And George and Pabwaka told him, all the people you see here, you think they like you, but it will come a time you will know the truth. So people don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Some of all we talk. We know people in there. We listen to people from in there. And trust me, you know, let me tell you, let me leak the secret out, Abby. You know CDC play? If CPP choose to go to primary, mark that thing. If you not see sedition, if you do not see sedition in our hall voting, Abby, call me here and tell me I'm wrong. I will kind of apologize on the platform. Sedition will go in that place, undercover, and they will vote for Cummings to head the CPP. You know who just told me? That someone from within the CDC told me this, that it's not happening. And you know what the guy saying? He just called me. I saw him on you. He said, my brother, you're real pushing president. We are agenda. We pray to God for them move for the women to come. That president, we are agenda you're pushing to God in heaven. The person you're talking about, that's someone that in the inner circle telling me what CPP, what CDC wants, we should keep fighting and arguing among ourselves, and it will discourage supporters to go to CDC. And we're working for CDC here, my people. All the noise we're making on social media, President, we are menacing men working because this is what CDC wants. We should fight and argue, and the CPP should split, and the laboratory should feed disenchanted. Some people will
when the CP split, look, when the CP split, look, Joseph Mabaka will still go for second round. All right?
Yeah, that's what the guy just told me now. That's what the guy just telling me. So the person that said, Baka 7 years, that who get we have money for 2017 election? Who get we have money? They're not Helen. This 16 billion we're talking about, that money Helen get to George we are. Who were having 500 billion during the 2017 election? Small, we're not there. We were not there. They're not CDC we're having it. You better wake up from your sleep and they Arizona Kumi agenda you're pushing a Helen 4 10 you're pushing here too. If we make Arizona Kumi the head for CPP, my brother, we must get ready. And I said he will not develop, he will do some other things different from we are. But trust me, the justice we all crying for today, the prosecution we're crying for, it will be a free ride. It will be a free ride for seditions. It will be a free ride. So I think they call the thing they call us saying, you don't even know Pabwaka. Y'all go check the record when you were working on LPRC. Y'all go asking the GC community about Pabwaka. You don't even know Pabwaka, yeah? Y'all just say that y'all just look at one person, y'all just conclude on that. If we're making that decision today, then let Dara Deloma not become president. Jua Howard Taylor should not become president. If we want to blame Pabwaka for the 12 years, are you saying that we should never vote for Joel in any aspect in Liberia because Joel part of Joel we are sitting today because she's a vice president? Let us judge people based on what they did in their office. Let us judge them and stop judging them holistically. United Party you knew before, they're not United Party today. The reason why United Party was bad because of the leadership that was there at that time. It's not the same leadership. So we're not supporting Pabwaka because of the Liberty Party, United Party. Not for that. I said this and I say this again. For the CPP to hold, Pabwaka needs to go as Senate bearer, and the Senate Kumi go as Vice Senate bearer. And there should be a contract signed Pabwaka himself only one term. For me, I want him to serve one term. Why do I want Pabwaka to serve one term? Because we want Alexander Cummings to continue. This is what for us saying we want the CPP to come up with a 25 or 24-year plan. We don't want I want to see a 24-year plan. Mr. Kumi get business idea, Pabwaka get agriculture idea, Yombly get cocoa idea, Dara Dillon get governmental idea. Let them put it together and formulate one document and present it to us. And let them live by that agenda to move the country forward. The country too old to be splitting every time. It's too old. You got big country like Australia, the people can change prime minister, they change five prime minister in 6 years. It's not the individual, it is the institution. It is an institution we need to sort it. What CPP plan to do? Let's forget about Cummins, let's forget about Boaka, let's forget about UA or DeLong. What CPP plan to do for Liberia? That was the reason why the people said they needed a coalition. The Liberian people want a coalition because they wanted one person to lead. They wanted a coalition for them to bring their ideas together holistically. What are they planning to do as CPP? Boaka, Cummins, UA, Yombly. You people bring a CPP agenda to us. You people will not bring our agenda. But you people will be the reason why the CPP will split because you people are not holding together as leaders. You people will be the reason. Thanks for the time, Eddie.
Thank you. Koro, you hold on. Koro, what is the name and where are you calling on from? Koro, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
I'm calling from Georgia. This is Margaret.
Margaret, why?
Yes, I agree with the caller on everything except two things. Joel Howard did steal. She did steal. She confessed to it that she was going to eat. Number two, we do not want Alexander Cummings on any ticket as second man. No, Alexander Cummings do not need to be anywhere near our presidency. No.
Why not?
Because he's not qualified. He got a bunch of people to do his work, his daily work. That's what he wants. He has seen it, they will be ruling the country, Duke them be coming there. We don't want them there. What the fuck they coming there for? We don't want them there. Alexander Cummings said he won't be president alone. That was my sign. That was my sign when Alexander Cummings sat on there. Has he taken back his statement? Has he ever taken back his statement? He's so freaking arrogant. But he calls, but they call him and calls her arrogant. Alexander Cummings sat down there and said he wouldn't want to be president. Who does that? And has never come up to say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it this way. He's sitting down there with his shot said, Pele Police not going to be president. No. He's not going to be vice. No.
But what not when baby police be your vice senator?
No, we don't want him there because he's tinted already. We don't want nothing there. Liberia have to rise. It got to be good. It got to be a good thing that's going to happen for Liberia. We don't want nothing there. They're not spotted already. They spotted already. He's tinted. Why in the hell are you going to sit with Ellen for? Why in the hell are you going to dance with her? Why? He has an agenda.
But a man want to accomplish Ellen's agenda.
But we don't want him to accomplish Ellen's agenda. Ellen needs to go. She needs to go to the Hague and John Charles Taylor. She needs to. And that's where we want to put her. And she knows it. Josh, we are going to go too. Jefferson Kochi, they're going to go. They all know they're going to go.
Oh, you said Jeff Koji need to go?
All of them going to go. He's a damn child soldier. You know why? You know why Jefferson Koji name is Mayor? George, we are made a funny to the Liberian people. George, we are knew who Koji was after the war. He used to take his wheelbarrow and in the streets of Memorial and clean the place. And the police will laugh and say, oh, he's the Senate mayor. So when he got there, he put his Senate mayor there. Jefferson Koji can't tell me that nonsense that he never used to clean the city after the war. He was a freaking child soldier. He knows that. People know him too, and George Weah used to supply arms. When you see Yeka Koliba come and he get upset, that's why Yeka Koliba gets upset. You hear? I know people personally who saw George Weah bring arms at night. Come on now.
Oh, George Weah brought arms at night.
Yes, supply the child soldiers.
Then who then George Weah was supporting?
Model.
Oh.
Model. Listen to Yeke. Yeke is fine. He's talking normally. But as soon as you put George Weah in, he gets very upset because he knows him. He knows that he saw this man come at night. Yeke is as then.
So you are saying, in order for our country to be safe, Alexander B. Cummings should not go and run the presidency.
He should not be there. He's tinted already. He's tinted. Number one, his sign. He cannot come over there with his arrogance and sit there and say, I don't want to be anything but president. Where does he start? Other people did a lot. People did a lot. They start from Ibis Hospital. He know who Boyka is? He know who Boyka is? Boyka not going on any ticket with him. Baka don't need to be on a ticket with Cummings. Who is Cummings? Who is Cummings? Cummings is just wanting to put his people in there and do what they want him to do. That's all. Liberian people need to wake up and smell the coffee. It is serious. Liberia need to rise now. We are on the brink of extinction. We need to get up and do something for our country. And this is the time. Every country has passed over us. This is wrong. It is wrong. Our people are suffering. How can even John Weah can't sit down and tell when he want to be president? Has he given account of the things that he did?
What are the things? What are the things that John Weah did? What are the things you are saying that have been given an account of the thing that he did? What are the things that John Weah did?
What happened to the money?
What
happened
money?
to the container for the money? What happened to the money they printed? What happened to the dead bodies? All those people that are dying on the streets. We got a president who sit there and say he's president. He cannot even talk to the people. He is somebody that a person of interest. He is person of interest because it's on his watch that these people have died. It's on George Weah's watch that these people have gone missing. Where are those 3 young men? Where are they today? Has he come out to sit and say anything? He sits around talking about he borrowed medicine. He said he peace ambassador. Where's the peace in the country? He didn't even bring that. Joshua needs to go. He needs to be put in jail before even the election. He needs to go. No guy, what children in America, they have to go home. The children in Liberia have to start enjoying some of their country too. Now, also they're taking the money and bringing it in the country, out of the country and buying houses. You think I need to sit her ass over there and not come back there again? Nobody will vote for her again. She will see something. Useless people, rogues by the cheese. What's she coming from? She's going to be vice president for who? So she can eat again? We're going to eat. This is our birthright.
For Mr. Alexander B. Cummings.
Oh, yeah, that's what she wants. The two of them be there. You won't see anything will happen. Liberia will be at a standstill. You won't believe Kanga. What the hell is she talking about?
But is she illegible? Is she illegible? Is Nyambli?
She is not. She's also not. She needs to stay as a senator. The whole goal is stay as a senator over there. Okay, we don't want her. Anybody who are lay in bed and dance with the skin, the people who dance there, we want them. Okay. And nobody but call J&B name. That poor man that was walked over by Ellie, she treated that man like crap. A very good, noble man who had come to Liberia, come for Liberia and do something. She treated that man like crap. You hear me? When you come talking about Ellie, job, and J&B will have his vice president. It will not be Yomblikana or even Delon or even none of the Delon. He messed up. He got no boys passing around about Saba team. Delon is teen already. Or watch me. He has gotten power created. Delon. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself. That Delon, you see that so. I saw the man in my sleep last night. You hear me the other night. He and your sitting at the freaking table. I swear he saw me, they were cracking glasses. I swear he saw me, he put a glass on the table, he just shattered. I woke up. I said, damn it, what a dream about? What a dream about? It was
so you saw Eddie and Yasini in your dream.
They were sitting at the table, they started to crack. They had said something, I walked in the room, and they took the glass to knock, like celebrating. Then he saw me. He took a glass and went under the table, but the glass hit the iron under the table, it just shattered. It just went clack, and I just woke up. When he looked in my face, I looked in his face. That freaking Dylan. I let him know, but you need to go. Okay. I don't dream for nothing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good show tonight.
Well, you hear it from. Let me take my last caller. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Eddie, my name is Matoma Fisher. I'm calling you from England.
Matoma, that mean my man needs you.
So you my son.
Okay. Yeah, Matoma, go ahead.
They promise me,
Why are you just hit the communist man? Why about this guy?
Because we tired with our people suffering. We tired with Liberia being backward. Promise is coming to support Ellen, to protect Ellen. ANC, that's small CDC. all the CDC people that left CDC that were angry with CDC, left CDC, and formed ANC. Commies, at the end of the day, George Weah will know that he will not be elected anymore. All of them will start to support commies because what? If commies can't commies will now audit Eddie Johnson study, commies will now audit George Weah, commies will be there to protect the two of them. That's the reason why the George Weah they all afraid for Joseph Boakai to be president because they know so when now only president he will audit them. We want Joseph Boakai to run for 2 terms, but we want him to run for 1 term and put those buckets in jail to where they belong. And then the vice of Joseph Boakai will take our country to where it's supposed to go. But without Joseph Boakai being president, we will still suffer the same way we still suffering right now. So Cummings, he's a good businessman, he's a rich man. We say that not true.
But he's a good man, he's a money man. I never saw Coming helping somebody, not even one person. Did I see Coming giving them scholarship at the time he was to Coca-Cola?
Don't mind any of them, my son. Don't mind them. Cummings a businessman. Let him go to the private sector. Politician, look, presidency is for politicians. Donald Trump can relate. Donald Trump had all the money he became president. What he did in America, everybody saw it. Cummings, if you know that you really a man. In fact, some of them Cummings will come first with his taste and he can't say in front of everybody and say, I won't be president, I won't be nothing but president. They're not being so, I don't even know. Who he think he is? When he was to Coca-Cola, they're not from the bottom, he started until he worked his way up. So he just thinks that he's tools in Liberia, or he just thinks that he's better than everybody else that been there. Who he think he is? He gets the money for himself, he's not giving it to nobody. Nobody yet depending on his money because he's not even using it to develop Liberia. What has he done with all the money he has?
The man can't looking at that.
Don't even mind them. Don't even mind them. Those that stop putting their comments there, they won't see nothing good for Liberia. They just greedy. They won't leave America. They tired staying in America. They won't go back to Liberia now to be sitting under the hard job. We are people that do it. It will not work. We want our Joseph Boakai that they say he's stingy, that they say he can't see, that they say he this and that. But we know that he got the country at heart. That old man owner, he wants to see money. What he even do with money anymore? They play on that old man and 5 to 6, 7 years from now. But play Joseph Boakai will be what he need money to do with it. Eh? But we're coming stand that he will bring all the young people there around. In fact, they will not even work. Now, son, let me leave you. I can go sleep.
Thank you.
Because they ain't break our place here yet.
Thank you.
Thank you for your show, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Let me say thank you to all of you guys that make it your business to call. But tomorrow morning, we'll be here once more. We'll be here with Franklin Wilson to tell us how it's achieved pumping. With that, bye-bye for now.